Hello and happy Tuesday. Thank you so much for watching. This video is going to be your energy update for today, April 1st through April 7th, which just happens to be my birthday. So that's kind of exciting for me this week. If you're tuning in, I hope that you had an incredible week last week with the Aries eclipse. I would be curious to hear how that fared for you. I know it was a little touch and go for me being an Aries, and a lot came up for me as it related to relationships and my thought process and just old ways of thinking and programming that was kind of just still stirring under the surface that were cleaning out as I fully just opened up my heart and opened up to this idea of connection and being willing to connect more with others in my life. I know that another thing last week that really kind of got to me was when they were talking a little bit about light workers dropping the labels, and I thought, ooh, goodness, this week I recognized really how much I clung to needing to do things for a particular purpose or not, and recognizing that I really don't always do so great at just doing things to do them for the sake of doing them. So I know that was definitely a prompting for me to kind of step more into the ability to relax and kind of be with this energy and what it wants to sort of shift in me and relaxing. So, which kind of goes in line with the color shifts that I was invited to kind of like step into more. So, anyways, all right, so let's dive into the energy of this week. There's not much I want to talk about. My guides really wanted me to just kind of focus on the not astrology, the channeling piece and connecting piece. But considering, like I said, April 7th is my birthday, I am pretty passionate about the gate that this is in human design. If you are familiar with human design, this is in gate 51 coming up on Friday, and will stay in that energy till Thursday. Now, this is a fun energy you may want to look up or, do a little Google or ask AI about. But basically, the reason why this energy is unique and special to me is it's taken me, for one, a long time to kind of sort of grasp and understand it. It's one of the more interesting gates in human design, and it is called the gate. It's like the gate of shock. This is in the I Ching. It is the full expression of thunder. It has a lot to do with awakening and initiation, and really those destined moments in our lives when we meet someone that kind of just encourages us or pokes us to where it shifts our course, or the things in life that happen, either pleasant surprises or challenging circumstances that force us to shift or redirect. This energy is also about shaking things out of complacency. So I'm not surprised. I'm already starting to shift with some of the things that I am, in my life that are shaking me up a bit. So here we are. So this week we will have from Friday until, like I said, Thursday, this energy will be collectively influencing us. So kind of be mindful. Also, you may find yourself saying things and being like, oh, where did that come from? You never know. You might be saying just the right thing that kind of prompts somebody to, think of things differently or shift their perspective some. So it stirs the pot a little bit. It's a little bit of an energy that stirs the pot. So that is mainly what I kind of wanted to mention for this week, because it is a pretty powerful energy. Like I said, it is the full expression of thunder. So it has a little kick, just a little kick to it. So that said, let's connect now. I don't know what's going to come through this week. I'm just going to take a moment. I invite you to kind of take a moment with me to breathe. I know I talked about last week how we don't always take much time for ourselves to sort of stop and breathe. I know one of the things for me that I like to do is in traffic, when I'm kind of stuck in traffic and there's nowhere to go. It's like you can get irritated, or you can take a few deep breaths and just be present in that moment. That's something Richard Rudd with Gene Keys, he talks about. I'm also certified in Gene Keys as a Gene Keys guide. So that was something that really kind of left an impression on me. So just take a moment with me as I connect. And I'm just going to talk a little bit to you if this is your first time visiting. I am a Galactic channeler. My name is Cassandra Deanne. I'm also a certified Galactic astrologer. And so when I channel, my strongest gift is clairaudient. So I hear a lot of information comes through. You may catch me speaking in, we suggest, or, or different language. Just that's part of the channeling process. Sometimes my guides will have me just interrupt while I'm channeling. Oh, another little fun thing is that as I have been doing more channeling, which I channel when I'm working with my clients, but also my guides, when I started doing these videos, they inspired me to do this and also prompted me to start practicing trance channeling, which I've been doing now for a few weeks, and that's been fun. I'm kind of excited to, at some point, share a little more about that. I've been doing it private. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and start connecting and grounding into the energy, seeing what comes through for this week. Just want to take a moment of gratitude for the last week, gratitude for the shifts and changes that's come forward in each and every one of our lives, all of the invitations to shift, the new energies coming online that are increasing our vibration and preparing us for where we're going as Gaia shifts. I call upon higher vibrational beings, galactic races that are assisting the earth at this time, helping us in this process. And I invite any energy that wants to come through of higher frequency and love and light this week to speak now and share what is in store for this week ahead. Now I'm actually feeling Pleiadian energy coming through. And it's interesting because I've definitely noticed a theme of 3 races that are regularly coming through the last few weeks. And that's the Andromedans, actually 2. Andromedans and the Pleiadians have been coming through a lot, which I don't always normally channel the Pleiadians frequently, but what I'm feeling is it's especially relevant to what we're going through collectively. We are preparing ourselves for contact. We are preparing ourselves to be able to hold higher frequency, to begin shifting genetically, coming more and more into our intuitive abilities. And I'm feeling this Pleiadian energy. And let me just tune in for a moment, just getting some clarity because I keep hearing questions, questions, questions. I feel as if they're prompting me to either ask questions. Yes. Also inviting future questions. Yes. Okay, well, that's new and fun. So it is live channeled. So I guess in the future, anyone tuning in live, if you want to leave questions, it sounds like we're getting an invitation for that. I'm going to ask, how does specifically the energy of this week connect with the importance of the Pleiadians as it relates to first contact? I'm hearing we like that question. Much of what they have said in the previous weeks applies. There is a lot of shifting. There is a lot of coming into where you are meant to come into personally with your frequency, your energy. There are those that are watching this that are souls who have agreed to experience or be among some of those first souls experiencing first contact and contact experiences. With the week ahead and the energy of awakening, there will be energies coming online. There's something more specific. I'm just tuning into that. Give me just a second. What I'm feeling is they're saying, I'm hearing multiple things at once. In one, they're saying, you already know. You already know, you're already experiencing it, you're already feeling it. We've already talked about this. Stop fighting it. Stop fighting it. They're saying that if you keep fighting it, it will get louder. It will get louder. It will get louder. If you're listening to this and maybe you are new to experiencing your intuitive gifts, what I'm hearing is you may notice you have a sudden jump. Yes. Okay. Thank you. So what I'm feeling is the energy is that, wow, normally I would say to you, intuition is like a muscle. It has to be exercised. It takes time. What they're saying is, no, we're kind of like out of time. We're kind of not out of time, but in the sense of like you've had enough time. now things are going to start happening quicker because they need to, or, this is not against anyone's will, but it is a feeling of, on a soul level, you came to experience things and it is now time. So this can be disorienting is what I'm hearing. So you may find that you go one day from thinking, I might be I might be clairaudient, or I might have a clairvoyant gift, or, I had a dream and that was kind of interesting. And you just all of a sudden, and I'm hearing a time frame, let me just, weeks later, you like quantum leap into a stronger expression of those intuitive gifts and ability. So when they're talking about the energy that we are in this week and have been in the weeks and the times to come, that there are those that will go from curiosity to quantum leaps in awareness and expression of their intuitive abilities. Also, with this comes being mindful of the toll this takes on the human vessel. Meaning, if you begin to have symptoms in which you feel drained, very jittery, or basically they're saying like feeling extensive prana vibration, like your hands are tingling, your ears are ringing, you're experiencing ASMR. These things are natural responses to quantum jumps or leaps. So, I actually talked a little bit about this recently, because it's important. Whenever you're shifting or increasing your vibration level, there can be symptoms if it's not done gradually. They're assuring that these are minimal. Disorienting, yes. Not favorable or desired, but tolerable is what I'm hearing they're saying. So if you are someone experiencing these things, notice your body, increase your water intake, decrease the amount of processed food. Everything holds vibration and frequency. Thank you. I'm feeling inclined to state this question. And I feel like they're telling me the reason why they were saying questions and wanting me to vocalize the questions is because within vocalizing the questions, those that have these questions can hear them and they carry a different frequency and allows for the clearer channel for the answer to be received. The listener can resonate with the question. So the question they're prompting me to vocalize is, in the years ahead, and because I feel like they're wanting to talk more about the energy now as it relates to having an intention for preparation of the future. And the question they want me to vocalize is there anything collectively we need to be aware of as it relates to those that may have fear around how first contact may impact the collective. No. There are shifts and changes in which you will experience. However, those who are at a frequency of experiencing these energies will not feel or be affected by any attempts of control or domination, which they're saying would not be from extraterrestrials, but rather manipulation or fear instilled through government agencies. Okay. There is more positive. So the positive outweighs the negative. Yes, this will cause many to question certain beliefs that they have held on to. However, the frequency is for expansion, growth, and positive changes. There, however, will always be those who are set in their ways and resistant to changing. Stagnant energy they hold and will continue to grip. Thank you. We are family. We are watching and have watched. We are excited for where you are headed. Yeah, I feel like they're saying, this is all. This is all. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. All right. I'm just going to take a moment and tune in to see if there's any other energies that are coming through for this week. I'm hearing yes, but let me just feel in for a moment. Ooh. Okay, so I'm feeling actually a Atlantean collective consciousness. There's a lot of frequency of blue coming in. I just keep seeing this blue light just beaming down like a transmission. I just invite you to close your eyes if you can. Take a few deep breaths. And feel into this blue ray frequency. It's making my face tingle. Okay, what information would you like to share regarding the energy for this week? Be cautious. Oh, be cautious of what energy you surrender to. Be cautious of what energy you surrender to. And I feel like this is to a mindfulness of the individual. Yes. So, not to an individual or external individual. No. Being mindful of the energies you surrender to. It's this feeling of listening, um, being mindful of what you're listening to or taking in, but I feel like it goes deeper. Okay, so what they're saying is whatever you are listening to, you're giving that frequency power. Being mindful of what you are giving your power to through the things that you are listening to. Part of the fall of Atlantis and the imbalance of their people came from disassociation of what was actually going on and a reluctance to trust in your own intuitive responses. This is vital for the times in which you are headed. This may sound redundant. It may sound basic, although I feel like they're directing that to me. Yes. Okay. Basically, what they're saying is yes, we're saying this a lot. Yes, we keep talking about the intuition, the individual, the shifts, the mindfulness, because this is essentially the most important key in navigating where you're collectively heading. And this is what this energy this week and every week to follow will carry over to some extent, they're saying. There will be more, but we cannot emphasize this enough. Now, if you're not too familiar with the Atlantean era, one of the things, speaking now from my own studies and experience in the Akashic records, is what happened in Atlantis is that they used different spiritual tools or understandings through sound and frequency crystals vibration and different control mechanisms in which they sort of kind of kept the people in a false sense of reality or positivity, sort of detaching from a wider emotional response of the human experience. It was a little manipulative and very a unique form of controlling. Okay. So I feel like what is coming forward is from your own government, from your spiritual teachers, and mentors and gurus and channelers that you will have to trust in your own intuitive awareness of what resonates and feels right for you. And this is good. This is true. I I mean, I share in that we I tend to have an open perspective that truth is subjective to the individual. And what my truth is might not be your truth. And we all are here for certain roles and experiences. So, what I feel like is being said is to tune in to trusting your own intuition. That's that's all, that's the tool you have. And if you're not used to tuning into it, I feel like that's why this keeps coming up, that this is essential and this is important. And I think with this energy this week of awakening, that, as I said, there will be individuals watching this that will quantum jump. Everything carries frequency. And if I'm being honest with you and I'm feeling, is this accurate? Yes. Even when I tell you to close your eyes and take a breath with me, when I say the Atlanteans, are sending this blue ray, stop for a minute, take a breath, feel this frequency. In the videos I've done where I invite you to stop and listen to the light language frequency, all of this is energetic exchange. All of this is activation. All of this is frequency that is being shared and transmitted. So, that said, I am going to ask this collective of Atlantean energy, what exactly is being transmuted by this blue frequency? I'm hearing intuitive wisdom. I feel like what is coming through is that there is ancient wisdom that goes beyond simply Atlantis, that is connected to this blue frequency. I'm feeling into if this is specific to the throat chakra, and I'm hearing no, not necessarily. It is a activation of very ancient wisdom. Thank you. Man, the energy feels very thick for me right now. Very thick. Oh, okay. I'm just going to tune in, see if there's anything else. I feel like an invitation is being extended to, because I feel like, as they're saying, we're talking to you about your own intuition and the importance of your own intuition. If you're listening to this, there's an invitation to connect to your higher self through, if you have a practice of meditation, I would say find a good, binaural beats to kind of plug in, close your eyes, just take a few deep breaths. And sometime this week, They're inviting you to connect to your soul, your higher self, and ask that any higher vibrational galactic energies that are connected to you, that you would like to connect with them, and feel into this. If it feels good, do it. If not, that's fine. It's not required, but it's an invitation to start feeling these frequencies and these energies for yourself. So this week, I invite you to, if you feel so called, to take a moment to do that. Thank you. Just tuning in to see if that is it. That is all. We wish you a beautiful week. Okay, well, that's nice. Thank you. Thank you so much to the Pleiadians and this Atlantean energy that came through today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Awesome. Okay, so that is what we have for this week. Awesome, interesting, some cool blue energy. So this week, if you feel like that sounds like fun to you, definitely give that a try. Come back and let me know how it went. I'd love to hear like what races connected with you. And if you want to pull your free galactic astrology chart, you can also find out races, galactic races connected to you that way by clicking the link in the description. And if you are ready to really start activating, like they said, that intuition, quantum jumping, check out my site, consider booking a session with me, as this is a very transformative experience that really can rocket launch your life and what you're experiencing right now in all areas of your life. So thank you so much for listening this week. I would love it, love it, love it if you would like the video, subscribe, make sure you get notifications for when my videos are coming out. I've got some great, great content I'm super excited to share coming out soon, including a free PDF that is a channel download of information that I recently got that dives into your astrology chart in a really unique way. And I'm so excited to share it. So be sure to subscribe, stick around, and until next time, I hope you have a beautiful week and we'll hope to see you soon. Maybe think of some questions. Come in next time live and share some questions with me. Maybe we can connect that way and see what comes through. Okay. All right. Bye.